So, you want to watch someone dye their hair because you crave change but aren't ready to commit to it yourself? Well, you're in the right place.
This is the last in a series of 15 records.
And this is another one about Kansas. I think it is hard times for something.
So this is the length that it's at right now. You likely remember the video of me cutting my hair from probably like 2 months ago. It has grown out an amount, and I think it's a little too long personally, and also I'm gonna give myself kind of e-girl-ish hair. I don't have the good scissors this time because they're hidden away somewhere upstairs, so I've got these. They're kind of like adult craft scissors. Now I need to figure out how to do the part that my sister had to help me with last time, which is sectioning it out. First things first, to get an extremely centered part. It is so hard for me to tell, one, if something's centered, and two, if something's, straight. And it's harder for me to, like, it's relatively easy for me to do it on top of my head, but like going all the way back is kind of hard. Is that straight? Laugh at me in the comments if it's not. I'm just gonna choose a place. That's pretty straight. Said no one about me ever. Okay, so I don't know how much I want to cut off. I kind of think I want it to be like actually shoulder length, but like I don't know for sure. I've never cut my hair that short ever, which makes me a little bit nervous. Probably be like 1.5 inches. And as I've discovered over the past 2 months, hair grows pretty fast. It'll be fine. Ooh, that's gonna be short. I don't know. I should probably do it though. I need a change in my life, you know? Okay, this hair didn't get included. Okay, I have to redo that. This is just the most entertaining part of the video for you all, isn't it? Right? Tell me I'm correct, because I just know. The part that everyone really wants to see, you all came to this video to watch me sectioning my hair, didn't you? This section is so much larger than the other one. It's fine, it doesn't matter. This is so hard. Is that too much? Maybe that's the right amount, who knows? That's a little much. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's move on to the other side. That's not good. Parting this side is so much harder. Okay, that's pretty straight. Like, I feel like I look way paler on camera right now, but we'll just fix it in post, you know? We'll fix it in post. We'll add a tan filter. I hate using these little plastic hair ties. I just feel like they are bad for my hair. I did actually see a video of someone coloring their hair in a salon today, and I was like, wow. And he was like bleaching it, and so he was like, yeah, I was in there for like 4 hours. And I was like, bro, I don't think I've been out of the house for 4 hours at a time since quarantine started, probably. Why is this chunk so long? Can you see that? Look at that. Why is there one chunk right here that's super long? Yeah, I'm gonna scoot this one down. So we're again going to do a snip across at the base of the thing, hair tie, and then we're gonna point cut into it a little bit. I hope this is enough length that I'm taking off, and I also hope that it's not too much. For the thumbnail, we'll get like a... Should I just leave it this zoomed in? Sure, why not? Okay. We gonna snip. Wow! The look of hair loose and free from the head is kind of disgusting. When it's not in like a nice lock or something, like when it's completely and entirely loose, kind of nasty. I hope this turns out okay. It turned out quite nicely last time. Now for the other side. Snip. It's quite satisfying. Ooh, this is gonna be short. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of hoping that this is gonna be a vibe. And I'll cut some front pieces shorter also, and those will be the pieces that I dye. Now for the back chunks, these are huger chunks, so it might take me a couple cuts. Ooh, that's my hair falling onto the counter. Nasty. Kinda uneven. Okay. It's much harder to point cut the back pieces because I can't like bring it in front of my face to stare at it. Oh, I hope this turns out good. But hey, at least no one's really gonna see me for a fat minute if it turns out bad. Is this a lot more boring without my sister here? Am I to be making more commentary? Oh my god. That'll go in the little section before my cool hip intro plays. I don't know, I kind of feel like not many people do intros on YouTube anymore, except for like teenage girls. Not to dunk on teenage girls because I'm a teenage girl and people dunk on teenage girls too much. But also like thoughts, because I feel like hardly any like large YouTubers do them. I think it's interesting, like is that like a thing of a bygone era or what? Alright, time to let it loose. Ooh, oh it's so short, wow. 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 As Jess would say, incredible, she cut her hair and now it's shorter. Okay, so it is a little shorter in the front, but okay, are there any large pieces that are sticking out in a weird way? It doesn't look awful. There's just kind of like this little bit. Can I bring it to the front somehow? This little chunk could be a tiny bit shorter. This is probably really inadvisable to like do it this way, but now let's look at it from the back. Is that little thing still there? Kind of. That's quite hard to do. Of anything that I'm doing, this is probably the most inadvisable thing. Oh, but it did kind of work. Okay, now I need to decide how big I want the front chunks that I'm going to dye and cut a little shorter are going to be. And so like I've looked at a range of reference photos, if you will, for e-girl hair, and it's ranged from like ½ an inch to like 2 inches. So I don't know how much I want to do. I don't usually, like if I'm putting my hair up in a ponytail, I don't usually pull much more forward than like, I guess this is 1 inch. So maybe I should do 1 inch and just make like my face framers a little bit shorter again. But then also I don't know like how far down people do it really. Like I feel like not that far. Like is this kind of hair even still trendy? I don't know, probably not exactly. Close enough to trendy, which is just kind of me summed up, like close enough. Maybe this much? This is like a little over 1 inch, I think. So yeah, I think this amount's probably good. Let's see, so I've just kind of got like a 1 by 1 by 1 inch square, or like a little over that. And let's see, how short do I want this? A little shorter than this. So we're just gonna kind of go for it. Do a little fun snippy off the end. Kind of a vibe. I'm gonna do just a tiny bit more off, and I know that that's where people start being like, oh, I just kept cutting little bits off and then all of a sudden I was bald. But I'm not gonna do that. I'll probably never go bald. Like, I don't think I'd look bad bald necessarily, but like I'm so pale, I'd have to put sunscreen all over my scalp every day, and that would be 1, expensive, 2, time consuming, 3, too much effort. And like, I think the purpose of shaving your head is generally to like lessen the amount of effort you have to put in. And so therefore it would be counterintuitive, and I shan't. I wonder how many bald people do put sunscreen on their heads. Because like, I've gotten my scalp sunburned before, even without being bald, just because of how pale I am. Okay, I think this is a good length. I need to try to replicate it on the other side. Wow, that section is way longer. It went too far back. Let's get rid of some of that. For how long was it not filming? What a great question. Anyway, I've sectioned and finished cutting my little front pieces. I'm gonna shower and shampoo, and I'm gonna dye. As you might be able to tell, these strands have a little bit of pink in them already, and that is because I tried to do this exact thing yesterday and the day before, but with a less good brand of hair dye. I'm putting them on blast. It was punky. It's also supposed to be semi-permanent, but as you can tell, did not show up on my hair basically at all, even after this many coats of it. So instead, I'm going to be using Arctic Fox. I went out and purchased a little 4-ounce bottle of this in virgin pink. So I've shampooed and dried my hair thoroughly per the instructions. Now we're gonna take some off-brand Vaseline and put it around the hairline. Disgusting. I'm gonna try to put a little in the part also because my scalp got really stained from the other stuff. And I'd like to prevent that from happening, if at all possible, again. I forgot gloves this time, but I'm sure it's fine. If my hands are turned pink for a little bit, that's just what I have to have happen to my body for my hair to be pink. This does smell better than the other stuff. The other stuff kind of smells like a mix of Crayola crayons and Play-Doh, which, like, you know, it's nice in like the nostalgic sense. You're like, wow, it's like I'm a child. But then you smell it for probably a total of 4 hours because you put it on your hair 5 times, and you kind of don't like it anymore. Okay, so we're gonna begin at the root of the hair and apply thoroughly. Okay. Wow. I didn't use a brush last time because I didn't have one, but this time I have a brush and it's quite fun. It's like, wow, I'm painting my hair. Bruh, I really hope this works, because I don't know if I could handle the disappointment yet again of my hair not being pink. I originally wanted to go for like a bubblegum or like a pastel pink, but then I was like, my mother doesn't want me to bleach my hair. And so I'm not doing that. There probably won't be that much commentary in this video because I already narrated myself dyeing my hair twice, and so I feel as though I've run out of things to say. So every once in a while I may just intersperse a clip of me dyeing my hair from 2 days ago. I'm really gonna be worried that I haven't used enough, so I am going to use everything that I squeezed out into the bowl just cause. I don't know how long I want to leave this on my head because it says for half an hour or more, and that's what the last one said, except the last one, you know, like didn't work. So now I am wary of those things. But I watched a video of someone who did this to their like dark brown hair, and it like worked, like it tinted all their hair pink. And so I don't want to leave it on like too long, but I don't know. I don't have any actual hair clips, so I'm using these little pink ones. I figure because they're already pink, it shouldn't be an issue, hopefully, so I'm just gonna kind of pile this on top of my head. I'm still kind of tempted to cut my hair even shorter. Also, my forehead's definitely gonna be a little pink now, and also part of this eyebrow, I guess. Cool! We love cleaning dye off of our foreheads. What I really should have done is slather my entire forehead in Vaseline, but that really would make me break out probably, so... Okay, so it seems like my camera will actually record now. It's been a little over half an hour and I'm gonna take this ridiculous looking cap off my head. Wow. The next thing I need to do is rinse with tepid water. Those are the exact words that the Arctic Fox website says. Tepid. I feel like I'm not in focus. I think that's better. I'll take these little clips out, let them down. Wow. Rinse time. Alright, so I think it actually worked this time. There is a fair amount of pink on my forehead. I'm gonna blow dry and I'll get back to you.
It's pink! So I have pink hair now and I love it immensely. It's a little richer than like the color I was originally going for, but like, that's fine. Okay, so basically if you ever want to dye your hair and not bleach it, definitely use Arctic Fox and not the punky stuff. Punky, like, didn't work for me at least. My hair, I think, is generally described as like a level 7 blonde, so like it's like the earliest blonde, like the darkest blonde. And the color turned out pretty darn great. So yeah, I guess this is the outro of the video now. Hope y'all enjoyed. I know I did. I hope you guys have a freaking fantastic day. Yeah, my hands are very pink. But I think it'll come off, so like it's okay. It's okay, it doesn't matter. I will see you guys next Tuesday.
Pink forehead check. Wow, so that really did kind of nothing. Okay, so that did approximately nothing. Like, my scalp is a little pink, and you probably won't be able to tell on camera, but like the ends have done like a little bit of pinking. Okay, oh, I'm digging in with just my fingers. Yeah, like the consistency is really weird. It's like very soft Play-Doh, kind of. Is this an entertaining video? You probably can't exactly see what I'm doing, but that's okay, because when can you see what I'm doing in one of my videos anyway? That's a pro tip for you there. Wash your hands using soap. Okay, well, so my scalp is now quite pink. It kind of still didn't do anything, I don't think, which is really sad. I'm disappointed though.